Hey everybody, this is Cody Fairless-Lee, and today I'm counting down my number 10 to number 6 anticipated movies of my top 25 most anticipated movies of 2016.
Guess now's my chance.
For this list, I discussed the 5 movies from the upcoming year that I can't wait to see that were almost my most anticipated.
Today you will once again be fighting for our freedom.
Also, be aware that because it's a big list, my top 25 countdown is divided into 5 videos, whereas I discuss 5 movies in each video in my top 25. Now I must also point out that some of these release dates may change, and some of these movies could eventually be announced to be shown in 3D, IMAX, or IMAX 3D in the coming months. So without further ado, let's get to the movies that were somewhat close to making my top 5 most anticipated of the year.
And that is where our story begins.
For years, our world has been at peace. But something is coming. I can feel it.
Number 10. Warcraft.
Dark forces are upon us. Find these beasts, or whatever they are.
I've never played a Warcraft game of any kind in my life, but boy, I loved those commercials featuring the likes of William Shatner, Vern Troyer, and especially Mr. T as their own Warcraft characters.
Our world is dying. There is nothing to go back to. If our people are to survive, we must make a home here. Whatever happens. Whatever happens.
A movie based on a nerdy fantasy franchise has been in development hell since 2006, and 10 years later, it's finally happening. The cast is pretty sweet, which includes Travis Fimmel, Paula Patton, Dracula Untold's Dominic Cooper, Toby Cabell, Clancy Brown, Pacific Rim's Rob Kaczynski, Ben Schnitzer, Daniel Wu, and Ben Foster, who's also to appear in The Finest Hours 5 months prior.
For orcs, there is no other life but war. No, but with the humans' help, there could be.
Why are you here?
To save our people.
Now, I love me some epic fantasy warfare, and for this stunning and realistic event of a motion picture to be shown in 3D and IMAX 3D makes me more excited than before thanks to a well-done trailer. With all that, I cannot wait to see what the good people at Legendary have in store for us next in the World of Warcraft.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
Number 9. Sausage Party. I don't know about any of you, but I've been waiting for this movie for years. My most anticipated of the 4 August 12th movies this year is an adult computer animated comedy and Pixar mockery from the great comedy duo of Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg about a group of foods who want to be purchased in time for the 4th of July. Consequently, they get lost, Toy Story style. This clever yet ridiculous idea stars Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and Anders Holm as sausages, James Franco as a piece of cake, Kristen Wiig as a hot dog bun, Edward Norton as a bagel, David Krumholtz as a lavish, Salma Hayek as a taco, Greg Robinson as a piece of American cheese, Paul Rudd as an ice pop, Danny McBride as a watermelon, Bill Hader as a guacamole and an old bottle of firewater, and Nick Kroll has the villain simply named Douche. An idea like this can be compared to Seth MacFarlane's parody of family-friendly talking teddy bears in the form of a TED franchise. So this is pretty much like Seth and Evan's parody of not just Pixar movies, but also from other big studio computer anime movies as well. So get ready for another hilarious surprise in the form of adult animation.
Something out here. Something only you might understand.
Number 8. Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh my god.
Like Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2014, we had to wait a whole whopping 2 decades for a sequel to a 90s blockbuster come to life.
They're coming back.
Unfortunately, the great Will Smith will not be a part of this reunion because of how expensive he is, and according to the War of 1996 viral site, his character died from testing new hybrid equipment, which ended in an unknown deadly malfunction. But you never know, a miracle could happen and Will could come back for ID free. Only time will tell on that.
I see them in my dreams.
Aside from his tragic disappearance, the sequel will see the return of Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Judd Hirsch, Vivica A. Fox, and Brent Spiner reprising their roles from the first movie, along with newcomers Liam Hemsworth, Makia Monroe, Stella Ward, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Joey King, a beautiful Chinese actress with a crazy stage name Angela Baby, the Lone Ranger's William Fichtner, and Jesse Usher replacing Ross Bagley as the son of Will Smith's character. The trailer is epic, and the clever premise for the sequel is that the aliens were able to send a distress signal before their final defeat, which obviously spells trouble for Earth. Hopefully this will improve on the plastic-looking aliens and the somewhat slow story of the first movie, and give us one of the biggest summer blockbusters to come.
We're going to live on! We're going to survive! Today, we celebrate...
It's definitely bigger than the last one.
Don't cry, Mommy. Don't cry.
Number 7. Finding Dory.
My family! They're out there somewhere! I have to find them!
Yes, a sequel to one of Pixar's beloved movies is actually being made. Despite coming out 13 years after Finding Nemo, this animated sequel takes place 6 months after said movie, where Dory recalls her childhood memories, reunites with her family, and arrives at an institute for undersea animals on the coast of California. Almost the whole main cast is back, including Willem Dafoe, with the exception of Pixar veteran Joe Ranft, who tragically died in a car accident in August 2005, and original Nemo voice actor Alexander Gold will be replaced by Hayden Rollins due to age.
I remembered something! That's not possible. Is it? Okay, is it like a picture in your head? And then you think I've seen this before? I just used the word before, which means I'm remembering something. What was I talking about?
The new characters will include Diane Keaton as Dory's mom, named Jenny, Eugene Levy as Dory's dad, named Charlie, Ty Burrell from Modern Family, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and National Treasure Book of Secrets as Dory's adopted brother, who's a beluga whale named Bailey, Caitlin Olsen from Family Guy and Bob's Burgers as Dory's adopted sister, who's a killer whale named Destiny, Ed O'Neill, also from Modern Family, and the voice of Mr. Litwack in Wreck-It Ralph as Hank the Octopus, John Carter's Dominic West, and Idris Elba, who's having quite the Disney-fying year with Zootopia and Jungle Book also coming out this year.
Something about a clam or...
No.
An oyster?
No.
Mollusk?
No.
Something?
No.
I don't know.
No claim.
I know Nemo is an instant classic, and Pixar takes forever when it comes to making follow-ups, but we could be in for another surprise. It'll obviously be a box office hit, but hopefully it'll also be universally praised like the original. Either way, it better be as good as the first, if not better, but hopefully better in my opinion. Number 6. Jumanji. If you were a kid in the 90s or were alive before that decade and have never seen this classic scary kids flick, well, there's something wrong with you. Though most people from the 90s who loved this movie are pissed that Chris Van Allsburg's book is being adapted into a feature film again and bitch about on the internet because it was too soon after Robin Williams committed suicide, while Bradley Pierce, who played Peter Shepard in the original film, and E! News, also criticized the idea of remaking the 1995 classic, but hopefully you all be in our words on this one. So yeah, The Tale of a Dangerous board game of the same name coming to life is being remade for a new generation after 20 years. We don't know who the cast is yet, but I will believe that the graphics will be better, especially on the outdated monkeys and those nasty giant spiders. Yikes! So to the fans of the original 90s adventure, here's hoping we get the same type of thrills, or hopefully an improvement. Either way, I'm sure it'll be a blast, and it's also one of the 2 Christmas Day movies I plan on seeing this coming year, so more on the other movie in a later video. Do you agree with my picks?
No.
Which of these movies are you most excited for? Hit the like button if you enjoyed yourselves, tell me your thoughts in the comments section, and hit the subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 5.
Today